This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate.
Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors.
I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Studios. And if you want your carpets, your hardwood floors, your area rugs, and upholstery expertly cleaned with no harmful chemicals, especially with all these people coming over for the Super Bowl tomorrow, you need to call Zero Res. Give them a call, 916-246-2448, or you can book them online. You can schedule right there at ZeroResSacramento.com. And the great thing is right now they have a very good special. It's a 3 rooms of carpet for $139 starting there, plus something special for you Radio Realtors listeners. So book right now at ZeroResSacramento.com. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
And if you've got a question for us, a comment, or you're just ready to hire the Radio Realtors to help you buy or sell a home, well, all you got to do is give us a call because we are pretty accessible. 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or you can live chat with us 24/7 at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com.
And we've got a SUPER, and I mean Super Frank, show for everybody today with these topics.
Yeah, number 1, everything you need to know about the big game.
The big game. Plus, how to win the Super Bowl of real estate.
And then, can you buy a home with less than perfect credit?
That is a very good question, Frank. And then we're going to give you an update on the California Dream for All program with Jeff Compton from Guild Mortgage. So, once again, you can get a hold of us anytime on our Radio Realtors hotline, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or you can use our live chat option 24/7 at our website, RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com. Rob, let's get into it because it is Super Bowl weekend, baby.
That's right. You know, and Frank, before we get started today, though, I wanted to hand you this glass of Martinelli's sparkling cider.
Yes.
To toast you and me on our 200th show. And thanks so much for being on this journey with me. It's been awesome, Frank.
Oh my goodness. 200 shows.
200 shows.
Wow.
It's hard to believe. I see a tear in your eye.
Yes.
Are you okay?
I would just like to think that we've touched some people to change their life and also to rethink their financial plans for, moving on with real estate or investing or something else. And more than that, we just love to entertain you guys because we have a blast doing it. We really do.
We do. And it's been wonderful. And so we're just excited to toast our 200th show. And thank you, our listeners, for keeping us on the air because if you weren't listening, we wouldn't be here. And so we do appreciate you. And so let's get into it. Frank, are you ready for some football?
Let's do it.
Right. Well, the NFL season has been filled with a lot of viral storylines, both on and off the field. And Super Bowl 58 is sure to be super entertaining, I think. And no matter who you're rooting for, and even if you're just watching the commercials and the halftime show and maybe a possible Taylor Swift appearance.
Oh, you were doing so good until you mentioned that.
Yeah. Tomorrow's game starts at 3:30 p.m. our time.
And full disclosure here, folks, Frank from the Radio Realtors wants the 49ers to destroy the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well,
can I say that?
Yeah, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about that. So,
hey, and you may be asking where the Super Bowl is being played this year. Well, if you're not living under a rock, it's happening in Vegas, baby.
Yeah, right. Super Bowl 58 is going to take place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and it's actually Paradise, Nevada, believe it or not. But it's the home of the Raiders, and Allegiant Stadium opened back in the COVID times, 2020, and it has never hosted the Super Bowl before.
And obviously, Rob, most of our listeners know that the Raiders, previously the Oakland Raiders, moved to Sin City in 2020.
And Frank, we got a question. It looks like texted to us on the Radio Realtors hotline from Andrew in Sacramento. And he's asking, what channel is the Super Bowl on?
Oh, man, this is a great question. And I don't know the answer. Do you know, Producer Matt?
Yeah, surprisingly, I do, guys. This year, CBS will host the event here in Sacramento. That's CBS 13 with Jim Nance, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson calling the game. And again, the game kicks off at 3:30 p.m. And if you don't have CBS, you can also stream on Paramount Plus.
Well, thanks, Matt. Fortunately, I have both, so that's good.
Now, Rob, we have another question texted in. This one is from Chris. And Chris is in Elk Grove, and he wants to know who's performing at the Super Bowl halftime show this year.
All right. Well, I fortunately do know this one, and it's Grammy award-winning artist Usher, and he's going to take the stage for the halftime show.
He's good. I like him.
Yeah, he's not bad at all. And then country star Reba McEntire, who everybody loves. Reba, I mean, come on.
She's a force.
Yeah, she's going to be singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
And then Post Malone is going to perform God Bless America. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I kind of like that guy. So, Rob, who's playing in the Super Bowl?
Well, you already gave it away, Frank, but this year we're going to have a rematch, which is super cool. Super Bowl 54 had the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Northern California's very own San Francisco 49ers. When they met in the big game last time, the Chiefs went home victorious.
And Rob, I think it's safe to say that we're both rooting for the Niners, right?
Right, Frank. And because I don't think I can take too much more of the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce show. Just can't do it.
Just kill me now.
So tired. Yeah. However, Frank, other than good football and some great guacamole, because I will tell you, my son-in-law and my daughter make the best guacamole on the planet. And this is something that we have every Super Bowl Sunday. But one of my favorite things, other than those things, is that the Super Bowl, it actually kicks off the home buying season, and buyers who want to get into a home within the next, say, 1 or 2 months, they should give us a call right now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
That's right, my man Rob. And today we've got something special for our listeners, because in the spirit of the Super Bowl frenzy, we're going to draw comparisons between the big game and the exciting world of real estate.
And whether you're cheering for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs or Brock Purdy and the Niners, or you yourself are just searching for that dream home, the game's got more in common with real estate than you might think.
Absolutely. The excitement, the strategy, the highs and the lows of both the Super Bowl and real estate can be quite a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. But fear not, because here at eXp Realty, we've got the ultimate game plan to guide you from the kickoff to the end zone with no problems at all.
That's right, Frank. And just like any successful team, you need an experienced coach, or in real estate terms, a professional guide.
And Rob, we've been in the real estate game for quite some time. And let me tell you, experience matters.
Yep, it sure does, Frank. And we're here to navigate you through the intricate plays of contracts, negotiations, and all those paperwork touchdowns to keep you protected. So let's get to point number one, and that is the importance of having a seasoned coach by your side. Frank, why is having an experienced guide so crucial in both football and real estate?
Well, Rob, just like a football coach understands the game inside and out, us real estate professionals know the ins and outs of the market.
Yep. And in real estate, there are detailed forms, complex contracts, and negotiations. And we make it our mission to explain every step to our clients, ensuring that they're always protected.
Lots of details, Rob. And moving on to point number two, the huddle, or as we like to call it, the pregame.
Yeah, right, Frank. And before you step onto the field, you need a game plan. So we meet with you to explain the entire process of the home buying procedures, and we set your expectations, and we make sure you're comfortable with the strategy.
Yeah, and just like the Super Bowl, where you wouldn't enter a game without a playbook, in real estate, you wouldn't want to make a massive investment without understanding the plays.
Yeah, selling a home and buying a home, they each require their own playbook, and we know them both inside and out. Now, we've got to go to break, but don't go anywhere. We're going to be coming back with some more extra points for our Super Bowl showdown here and our 200 show. And thanks for listening to our 200 show. We are so excited to be here with you. Give us a call if you are interested in buying or selling a home. We would love to work with you. 833-32-RADIO, 833-32-RADIO, or you can live chat with a member of our team anytime, 24/7, even during the Super Bowl tomorrow. You can live chat with somebody from our team. And that is RadioRealtors.com, RadioRealtors.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, this is Patrick Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to my favorite realtors, Rob and Frank.
was that?
That was the Empire Home Loans Fast Close race car.
The what?
The Empire Home Loans Fast Close race car.
Dang, that thing was really moving.
Well, here's the deal. We're shifting into high gear and accelerating into a buyer's market. And due to low inventory, a fast close can get you across the finish line and into your dream home. Paria Chevalier and his team at Empire Home Loans close loans fast in as little as 10 days.
Yeah, but what about interest rates? Aren't they higher right now?
Yeah, but they're still well below the average. And right now, potential home buyers are coming in first place in the home buying race with Empire Home Loans.
Hey, I'm looking online. Home buyers are getting closing costs paid, credits for repairs, and even interest rate buy downs.
That's a fact, Jack. And it's even possible to buy a home right now with little to no money out of your pocket. And like I said, you can close in as little as 10 days.
Woo, that's fast.
You bet it is. Find out more at PariaLoans.com. That's POORIA Loans.com. NMLS ID number 2099042. Equal housing lender.
Brandon Tatum here, host of the Officer Tatum Show. Have you heard that teamwork makes the dream work? Well, I've been part of some really special teams. I play football, I worked in law enforcement, and even my team here on the radio. And if you're wanting to buy a home anywhere in Northern California, call the dream team, Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty. Check this out. Royce and Angela were first-time homebuyers wanting to buy a home in Lincoln. Rob and Frank met with them, discussed their wants and needs for a home, got them pre-approved with one of their preferred mortgage lenders, and had them out looking for homes the very same day. Rob and Frank found them the perfect home and negotiated a great price. And in just 21 days, Royce and Angela had the keys to their dream home. As a home buyer, they can help you win too, even in this shifty market. Call the dream team, Rob and Frank, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com. DRE number 01406275.
If you feel like you've been priced out of the greater Sacramento housing market, I have some great news for you. There's a new home community that's a reasonable drive from Lincoln, Roseville, North Natomas, and downtown Sacramento. It offers brand new 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom solar-owned homes that start in the high $300,000 range. They have granite countertops, LVP flooring, spacious lots, and they're close to nice amenities such as shopping, restaurants, and parks. Find out more. Call the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty right now at 833-32-RADIO. We can get you exclusive access, a private tour, and special buyer incentives. We can also help you reserve your new home with just a small deposit. And get this, FHA, VA, first-time buyers, and even investors are welcome. Call us now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, 833-32-RADIO. DRE number 0140-6275.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold a house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Studios. And right now they've got a great deal at Zero Res, 3 rooms of carpet starting at $139, plus something special for you Radio Realtors listeners. And I think that something special might be getting some of that guacamole and queso off the floor because you had so much excitement at Super Bowl Sunday. Or what?
The eggnog from Christmas.
Yeah, if you still got eggnog on your floor, you definitely need Zero Res.
Yeah, or some pumpkin pie.
Yeah, oh man. Or red wine. Red wine, it's notorious. But they get that stuff right up because they clean through the entire fiber of the carpet and it's a longer lasting clean. So give them a call, 916-246-2448. Tell them that the Radio Realtor sent you. And if you can't remember that phone number, you know what you can do?
Just call us.
You can call us at 833-32-RADIO, or you can go to their website. It's ZeroResSacramento.com. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
Yeah, and we are celebrating our 200th show, and we're pretty excited about that. You know, something that kind of very sad happened just this week is that one of my favorite musical artists passed away, and that is Toby Keith. And just I'm a super fan of his. I just loved his music. I loved his pro-American stance. You know, he would go and entertain the troops, and just he was a great guy.
Yeah,
you know?
he was.
And I mean, some of those songs like Red Solo Cup and Red, White, and Blue, and
what was your favorite song by him?
Yes, I'm Not As Good As I Once Was. I love that one. What about you?
How Do You Like Me Now?
Yeah, that is a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely so. And I just kind of like, he just was brash and kind of like the Ricky Bobby of country music. You know, he just almost like that Hank Williams kind of swagger, you know, that I don't care what you think about me. This is who I am. I love Toby Keith. So
yeah, he'll be greatly missed. He will.
Definitely so. And so, and I know he's in a better place now, but we're going to miss you, Toby Keith. I really appreciate Matt playing the bumper music here for us has been the Toby Keith song. So we appreciate that. So we are talking about how to win the Super Bowl of real estate, and we're giving you extra points. The first thing that you need is you need an experienced coach. And we're here for you for that because we are real estate professionals and we can help you start to finish, be that coach for you. You know, a lot of times you need special players to make things happen, but you also need that coach to coach you all the way along. That's what we do for you here at eXp Realty. Now, extra point number 2 is the huddle or the pregame. Before you step on the field of any game, you need a game plan, right? You need a strategy because you can't go. I don't know if you've ever played football, Frank. I did in high school, and I remember
in high school.
Well, so freshman year I was playing, and I was pretty scrawny back then. You know, I'm not as muscular and fit as I am now, right? Anyway, what was so funny is that I didn't bother studying the playbook very often because I was like third string flanker, right? Well, I finally did get to play, and I was not running the plays right and things like that. And then one time I got my clock clean jumping up for a pass because I thought it was going to be in a different area than it was because I didn't know the playbook. And I got creamed when I caught that ball. Okay. So if you don't want to get creamed in the real estate playing field, you need to have a strategy. And that's what we're here for, right? Is to help you in that pregame huddle. Now, what is extra point number 3, Frank?
The fumble.
Yeah. Now, this is, usually a bad thing, right? But this is why you hire us, because you don't want to fumble, right? You don't want to fumble the ball. And we've heard horror stories of agents making costly mistakes for their clients, filling out contracts incorrectly, missing deadlines, and providing just horrible service, right?
That's right. And we're here to prevent those disasters and make sure your game stays on track.
I like that, Frank. And in real estate, avoiding fumbles is crucial. And we're here to ensure a smooth transaction, catching any potential issues before they become game-changing mistakes.
Okay, Rob, point number 4 is the visiting team. It's negotiation time. And in real estate, negotiation is a key play, and we come prepared.
Yep. And we've been trained by the #1 real estate negotiation team in North America. So you can rest assured that you're going to be coached on the best course of action when facing off against the other side.
And just like in football, where a well-executed play can turn the game around, in real estate, effective negotiation can make all the difference in getting the best deal for our clients.
Yeah, Frank, that is definitely true. Now, moving swiftly to point number 5, because it comes at you fast, right? It's the blitz.
Oh, yeah.
If you're selling, we go all out to blast your home to over 350 websites, and we have a detailed marketing plan to get your home sold for top dollar.
And Rob, not having a plan and strategy to sell your home, it's truly a plan to fail.
Absolutely, Frank. And just like in football, where a strategic blitz can catch the opposing team off guard, in real estate, a well thought out marketing plan is the key to success.
And we want to make sure your home gets the attention it deserves in this competitive market.
Absolutely. Just like Taylor Swift gets all that attention.
Stop it.
Yeah. Now on to point number 6. Well, it's the end zone celebration. This is my favorite part about football, and it's also known as close closing day in real estate. Everyone loves celebrating that big win, and that's our goal from the very first conversation that we have with you as our clients.
That's right, Rob. We want to see you in the end zone, popping that champagne and celebrating that successful purchase or sale of your home.
Right, Frank. And closing day is the culmination of all the hard work and strategy that goes into the game.
And Rob, just like a victorious team, we want to share in the joy of our clients as they achieve their real estate goals.
That's right, Frank. And folks, there you have it. It's the Super Bowl of real estate, brought to you by the Radio Realtors. Robert and Frank here with eXp Realty. And remember, when you or someone you know is looking to get in the game, give us a call. 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, because we've been on top of our game since 2003, Frank.
That's right, Rob. So whether you're cheering for your team on the field or navigating the real estate market, having the right team behind you, it makes all the difference.
Yep, it does. And we're here to be your MVPs in the world of real estate. We've been on top of the game, like we said, since 2003. So once again, give us a call at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or live chat with a member of our team 24/7 at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com. And don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back after this.
Here's Birdie. Looking, firing edge on. Caught! Ayuk! Touchdown!
What the heck was that?
That was the Empire Home Loans Fast Close race car.
The what?
The Empire Home Loans Fast Close race car.
Dang, that thing was really moving.
Well, here's the deal. We're shifting into high gear and accelerating into a buyer's market. And due to low inventory, a fast close can get you across the finish line and into your dream home. Perea Chevalier and his team at Empire Home Loans close loans fast in as little as 10 days.
Yeah, but what about interest rates? Aren't they higher right now?
Yeah, but they're still well below the average. And right now, potential home buyers are coming in first place in the home buying race with Empire Home Loans.
Hey, I'm looking online. Home buyers are getting closing costs paid, credits for repairs, and even interest rate buy-downs.
That's a fact, Jack. And it's even possible to buy a home right now with little to no money out of your pocket. And like I said, you can close in as little as 10 days.
Woo, that's fast.
You bet it is. Find out more at PereaLoans.com. That's POORIA Loans.com. NMLS ID number 2099042. Equal housing lender.
Brandon Tatum here, host of the Officer Tatum Show. Have you heard that teamwork makes the dream work? Well, I've been part of some really special teams. I play football, I worked in law enforcement, and even my team here on the radio. And if you're wanting to buy a home anywhere in Northern California, call the dream team, Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty. Check this out. Royce and Angela were first-time homebuyers wanting to buy a home in Lincoln. Rob and Frank met with them, discussed their wants and needs for a home, got them pre-approved with one of their preferred mortgage lenders, and had them out looking for homes the very same day. Rob and Frank found them the perfect home and negotiated a great price. And in just 21 days, Royce and Angela had the keys to their dream home. As a home buyer, they can help you win too, even in this shifty market. Call the dream team, Rob and Frank, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com. DRE number 01406275.
If you feel like you've been priced out of the greater Sacramento housing market, I have some great news for you. There's a new home community that's a reasonable drive from Lincoln, Roseville, North Natomas, and downtown Sacramento. It offers brand new 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom solar-owned homes that start in the high $300,000 range. They have granite countertops, LVP flooring, spacious lots, and they're close to nice amenities such as shopping, restaurants, and parks. Find out more. Call the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty right now at 833-32-RADIO. We can get you exclusive access, a private tour, and special buyer incentives. We can also help you reserve your new home with just a small deposit. And get this, FHA, VA, first-time buyers, and even investors are welcome. Call us now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, 833-32-RADIO. DRE number 0140-6275.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Studios. Right now, you can get 3 rooms of carpet done for you for $139, plus something special for you Radio Realtors listeners. All you got to do to get a hold of them is go to ZeroResSacramento.com, or you can call them at 916-246-2448. And I think that this is a great gift for Valentine's Day, folks. I mean, Valentine's Day is coming quickly, guys. And you know what? I'm not saying get Zero Res carpet cleaning and nothing else, because then you'd be stupid, right? you get them the Zero Res carpet cleaning plus, chocolates, and take them out to dinner and do all those other things. But you just pile on the cherry on the top and just get those carpets clean. I'm telling you, it's the best thing that you could ever do.
Nothing beats a new home smell.
No, it doesn't.
Because your home will smell new.
Nice. It smells so good. So give them a call, 916-246-2448, or you can book online at ZeroResSacramento.com. I'm Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
And Frank, the real estate market seems to be picking up as we head into early spring.
Yep.
Because according to Punxsutawney Phil, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the most famous groundhog weatherman, he told us that he didn't see a shadow, right? So we have an early spring coming, and I'm excited about that. Now, I don't live my life around that whole thing, but I got to tell you, I would have liked to have been at Gobbler's Knob for that event, because I love that movie. I don't know. There's something about a rodent weatherman predicting the weather for us.
That would be a hard pass. No, for me.
You wouldn't do it. Huh?
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I would just like to see. I was hoping that Bill Murray and whatever that lady's actress was that was with him in it, that would be there, but they probably wouldn't be.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So in our early segment, we talked about the Niners in Kansas City used to be in the Super Bowl.
They were in the Super Bowl 54, right?
Yeah. Can we give away some mugs? And
hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. If you can text us and tell us who lost the Super Bowl last year, we will send you a Radio Realtors coffee mug. How's that? And then we'll do it in the next segment. So text us at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And I know that Matt is frantically looking it up, because you know what? I cannot remember who it was. But that's what we'll find out. So go ahead and text it in, 833-32-RADIO, if you know who lost the Super Bowl last year, right? Nobody remembers the losers for some reason. I don't know. And that's why we don't want you to lose in real estate, right? And there's a lot of people that would like to jump in and buy a home or upgrade their current home, but those higher interest rates that we've been having have been giving them pause, right? But as we said earlier in the show, the Super Bowl kicks off the home buying season. And if your credit isn't perfect, you may be wondering if anyone will approve you for a mortgage. And the short answer, Frank, is maybe.
Yeah, Rob, you aren't alone if you don't have great credit. Around 15% of Americans have a credit score from 500 to 599, which is considered poor or not really good.
Yeah, that's true. And around 10% of people have credit in the range of 600 to 649, which is considered fair. And when you're applying for a mortgage, you're most likely to be approved with a credit score of at least 650, although even anywhere in the sixes can make it challenging.
Yeah, and if your score is below 500, you almost certainly not going to be approved for a mortgage. Let's talk about some key things that our listeners, they really need to know.
Well, Frank, let's discuss first conventional mortgages. Conventional mortgages, they tend to have the strictest requirements as far as your credit score goes.
And Rob, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae are two companies offering conventional mortgages.
Right. Freddie Mac's minimum credit score requirement is 660 with a down payment of 3%. And Fannie Mae's minimum credit score for a 3% down payment is 620.
And if you make a down payment of at least 25%, you may be eligible for a Freddie Mac conventional mortgage with a credit score as low as 620.
Right. And the majority of lenders follow similar requirements because usually after your loan is closed, that lender will sell it to Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae. And you should be aware that in the eyes of your lender, there's a difference between having a low score because you don't have much credit history and having a low score because of bad credit history.
Yeah, you're likely to be viewed more favorably with limited credit than with bad credit.
And if you're close to the lending cutoff, you should be able to show that you have a debt to income ratio of no more than 36% on a conventional loan. You're going to probably also need to show that you have at least 2 months of cash reserves on hand.
What about an FHA loan, Rob?
Well, Frank, here's a good deal. An FHA loan may be an option for someone with a very low credit score because you can be approved for these loans with a score as low as 500, but you're going to have to plan to put about 10% down.
And if you have a higher score, you may be able to put as little as 3.5% down.
Right. And aside from VA loans, FHA loans have the least stringent approval guidelines. Because of this, FHA loans are often used by people after a foreclosure or maybe a bankruptcy.
Many FHA borrowers have a score somewhere between 650 and $6.99.
Yeah, so let's cover VA loans. For a VA loan, there's no minimum credit score, but you can only get this type of loan if you're an eligible service member in the military, a veteran, or the surviving spouse of a veteran.
And Rob, while there's no set minimum score, individual lenders can create their own guidelines.
However, the main benefits are there is no down payment required. VA loans have competitively low interest rates, limited closing costs, and there's no need for private mortgage insurance or PMI.
Plus, the VA home loan is a lifetime benefit. You can use the guarantee multiple times.
That's right.
So, Rob, here's a question for you. Should you focus on improving your score?
Well, Frank, if you have less than perfect credit right now, you might want to focus on building your credit score. And the best way to do that is to call us. And the reason for that is we're going to pair you up with one of our trusted mortgage advisors. So give us a call, 833-32-RADIO.
That's right. They can even help you make improvements to your credit.
Right. And if you can make even modest improvements in your credit score, not only are you more likely to be approved, but you may also get better terms.
That's right. A lot of the time, our lenders tell you to focus on paying down your high balance credit cards and cleaning up any errors on your credit report.
And Frank, in the meantime, you should also try to save for a down payment if you can. And if you have at least 10% for a down payment, a lender's going to see you as less risky.
Now, we got to go to break, but if you'd like to get a hold of the Radio Realtors, we'd like to talk to you. Our number is 833-32-RADIO.
And don't go anywhere. We have Jeff Compton from Guild Mortgage in the studio next.
Right, Frank, and he's going to have an update for us on the California Dream for All program and Cal HFA options.
And we'll be back right after this.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Hut! Hut! Hike!
Do you know what that sound is? That's your wake-up call. Instead of just dreaming about buying a home, it's time to start living the dream. And Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage is ready to help you. Jeff has access to the brand new Dream for All Shared Appreciation Loan. The Dream for All is a down payment assistance program for first-time buyers. It offers a loan of 20% of the purchase price of the home you're wanting to buy. Then once you refinance or sell the home, you would pay back that original loan plus 20% of any appreciation. This is a great option for home buyers right now because with this loan, you won't have private mortgage insurance, you can begin building equity right away, and you don't have to save for a big down payment. Funds are limited for this program, so answer your wake-up call. Call Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage at 916-765-2900 or apply online at jeffcompton.com. That's jeffcompton.com. NMLS ID number 298997.
Thank you for calling Jeff Compton's office. It's a great day to buy a home. How can we help you?
Hi, this is Brandon Tatum, host of the Officer Tatum Show. As a former police officer, I know the importance of trusting the people that you work with. And that's why if you're planning on selling your home in Northern California, you want realtors who got your back. Call my friends Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall from the Radio Realtors and EXP Realty. Check this out. Kat and Carl had to sell their home in Roseville and move to Ohio for work. They needed their home sold quickly to buy their next home. And because Rob and Frank spends thousands of dollars on marketing each month, they have a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob and Frank sold Kat and Carl's home in Roseville for $20,000 over list price. Plus, they referred them to an agent in Ohio through their nationwide network of realtors and helped them get a great deal on a home there too. Don't wait. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob and Frank, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. DRE number 0140-6275.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors. And have you ever wondered why we always have to learn things the hard way? Well, I had this happen to me with carpet cleaning. And did you know that many carpet cleaning companies, they only clean the top 20 to 25% of your carpet, and it looks good from the top, but when your carpet starts filling up with dirt, oil, dust, it doesn't take long for that carpet to start looking dirty again. And this happened to me several times until I hired Zero Res. You see, Zero Res's cleaning goes all the way through the fibers and with no dirt attracting residues, so your carpet stays clean longer. Once you understand the Zero Res difference, you're going to be like me and exclusively use Zero Res for all your carpet, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rug, and upholstery cleaning. Right now, you can get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $139. Call Zero Res right now at 916-245-2992. That's 916-245-2992. Or go book online at ZeroResSacramento.com and tell them you want the KTKZ special. Don't wait. Spell it forward or backward. It spells the same. Zero Res.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Studios. And if you want your carpets, your hardwood floors, your area rugs, your upholstery, all of that expertly clean without harmful chemicals, there's only one place to go, and that is Zero Res Sacramento. ZeroResSacramento.com is where you can schedule online. You can also call them at 916-246-2448. Make sure you tell them that the Radio Realtors sent you. And also, right now is a great time to do it because they're doing 3 rooms of carpet starting at $139 plus something special for you Radio Realtors listeners. I'm Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
And we are excited because for the final segment of our show, we're doing a update on the California Dream for All program and possibly some other options that may be better for you in the certain environment that we're facing right now. So we've got Jeff Compton on line 2. Jeff, welcome to the Radio Realtors.
Thanks, guys. How are you today?
Very good, Jeff.
It sounds like you have someone else there with you, Jeff. What is going on?
I was just telling my assistant that I've got to be on the radio show now, so she needed to leave the room.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, we were going, what is he talking right in our middle of our monologue? So, but anyway, well, thanks for being on the show. Jeff, of course, is with Guild Mortgage. He's one of our trusted mortgage advisors.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. And Jeff, so we wanted just to get kind of an update from you on the California Dream for All program. Can you kind of give us an idea of where things are at the moment and what you know?
Sure. And first of all, thank you for having me on your show. And I understand it's your 200th show today. Congratulations, guys. That's staying power right there. Great job.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you.
Shout out from Jeff.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And we're excited.
Goosebumps.
I know you do have goosebumps. I can see them from here. That's crazy. But but tell us a little bit about the Dream for All and what's going on now. And I think we've got an update.
Yeah, so first of all, a little backdrop on the program itself. What it's doing is for first-time home buyers, and I'll go into that definition in a minute, they're lending a first-time home buyer 20%. This is through California Housing Finance Authority. They're lending a borrower, a qualified borrower that is chosen through the lottery system, they are lending them 20% of a purchase price to be used for down payment and or closing costs. And so it's a really, really special program. There are some constraints to it that we can go through in a little bit, the guidelines, but it does afford home buyers just a tremendous opportunity to bridge affordability and not have to have a bunch of money saved up or any money saved up for that matter. So it's a tremendous program that is going to roll out. April 1st is when the portal will open with CalHFA for people to register, but you want to be prepared going into that time frame by working with your favorite preferred lender for the CalHFA program, and I am one of those, and just prepare yourself to get credit approved through underwriting if you can, because anybody that is prepped to that degree is going to have probably, without knowing all the details, is probably going to have a better chance of being selected in the lottery for a funds reservation. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. So getting all your paperwork in, getting credit approved, having you guys go over everything for them so that all you really have to do is submit their loan to CalHFA when the portal opens. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and what they do is they register through the portal, and then we already have them. We're going to be so proactive that once they register and get the go-ahead, that they're at least in the portal registered, then we formally can produce a pre-approval letter for them immediately.
Right.
And that CalHFA is probably going to be requiring, immediately as they register in the portal.
This is not hey, let's sit on the sidelines and wait till it opens and then see what we can do. If you're wanting to even have a chance to be chosen in the lottery, you have to be credit approved and ready to go probably by April 1st or before, right?
I would say by March 1st is what I would say.
March 1st, so a month in advance.
A month in advance. And it's important to note that this is limited funds. They're estimating they're having to have about 1,700 reservations statewide. And that's not that many because there are a lot of people that are queued up for this program or are queuing up. And so, that's important to understand that this is a lottery system. We have no idea how they're going to choose, people that have registered. So we have no idea how they're going to do that. Is it random? Is there some sort of a criteria they're going to utilize when they get these reservations? I don't know. So anyway, that's important to note that it's a limited funding.
Right. So it's limited funding. And you said also with that limited funding, there are some other guidelines as well?
Yeah, so let's go through the requirements. Number one is you have to have a minimum FICO score of 680. So that's another reason to start early, because if you need to enhance your credit score a little bit, we can help people do that. Number two, the definition of a first-time home buyer. The borrower themselves cannot have owned a home in the last 7 years. And there's an additional criteria that's never existed in any of these programs before, is they have to be a first-generation home buyer within their family. And what that means is this is a different criteria than has ever existed before, and that is at least one of the borrowers, and borrowers have to live in the home, one of the borrowers has a parent that does not currently own a home or have owned, if they're deceased, if they're unfortunately deceased, they can't have owned a home when they passed away.
Okay. So basically they're the first in their family to have owned a home, at least one of the people. So if your parents owned a home, you cannot qualify for this program, right?
Right. If either one of your parents, if maybe they're divorced or separated, neither one of your parents can have owned a home.
Right. Okay. So that is a big deal.
I think it's just because there's such limited funds and it's such a popular program, they're trying to address, first generation home buyers within a family. So,
right.
Okay.
So it's kind of it's kind of going from a dream for all to a dream for a selected few, unfortunately, with that.
Yeah, and so what we're encouraging a lot of our borrowers to, there are other programs out there. CalHFA has another program called My Home. There's another program that has just come on board, and that's not through CalHFA, but it's called Arrive Home. So there are other options that just don't offer quite as much assistance, but are equally successful in putting people into homes. And we're doing that with several of our clients right now that don't want to wait and take a chance on the lottery, because it's, when I overuse the word lottery, it's going to be very difficult for people to get a reservation, in my opinion.
Right.
It's going to be a select few that are successful in that endeavor.
Yeah. And it seems to me, what I think that people should do is that let us find out right now, right away, if you are eligible for this program, because you may be. And if you are, then we can get you set up for potential success with that. But even if you qualify for all of those things, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get picked in the lottery. And that's the only caveat there. Well, there's a couple caveats, but that's a big one, is that, if you want to buy a home and then you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and then you don't get chosen for this, well, there are other options for you. Now, they might not provide as much assistance. I mean, they definitely don't provide as much assistance, but they are successful programs that we're putting people into escrow every month on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what we're encouraging people, let's get you queued up. Try the program, because again, we're within 60 days of this thing rolling out. So queue yourself up for the program, and then if you're not selected for the lottery, then there are going to be other options for you.
Hey, there's old people like me that are not very computer literate. If there are people that want to come in and visit, you just don't have one office location. Where are your offices at? Because there are some people who like handshake, look them in the eye.
Sit across the table from each other and see the whites of their eyes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I moved around to various offices that Guild has: Roseville, Sacramento, Elk Grove. Those are the primary other offices. Folsom. Those are the primary offices that I work out of, and willing to go sit down with people. I'd kind of want to take a look at their specific profile, and then we'd set up a meeting, ahead of time, and then we'd set a in-person meeting from that point forward. And what I really advocate that first-time home buyers sit down with their lender. Like you said, look at them in the eye, develop a rapport with them, make sure that they're comfortable working with the lender. And I really strongly advocate that. I do it a lot.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Well, if you want to get your strategy started, just like we're talking about the Super Bowl this weekend happening tomorrow, right? Those teams didn't get there by accident, right? The Niners and the Chiefs, they had a game plan all season long. Right. And they executed their game plan, right? Well, you can do the same thing to be successful in real estate, and you can go willy-nilly without a game plan, but the chances of you failing are pretty high. And we've seen it with people where they changed lenders, or they changed even realtors midstream and came to us. They said, hey, I don't have a strategy. We're just trying to nail Jello to a tree. Well, it doesn't hang for very long, right?
Now, how can they get a hold of Jeff?
Yeah. So Jeff, what's your best phone number for them to reach out to you?
Yeah, I'll give you that in just a second. There's two other little minor aspects that I'll share with you on the program. A borrower may contribute some of their own money as well, but it's only up to 5% additional funds of their own that they could put down in conjunction with this program.
Is that the California Dream for All?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
and
got it.
Once they might have been selected in the lottery, they have 90 days to find a home.
Gotcha.
So it's not something that's got to happen. So it gives them some time to get out, evaluate the market a little bit, see what's available, and so they'll have 90 days.
Wow.
Okay.
So and my direct line, my direct cell number is 916-765-2900, and then the team line where somebody is there as an alternative is 916-932-8115.
Cool deal. So your direct line is 916-765-2900, and then it's the team line is 916-932-8115.
You got it.
Awesome. And you know what? I've actually called that late at night, and
someone picks
Shelly or somebody picks that thing up. So it's very, very nice.
Jeff, who you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
Niners all the way.
Love it.
Niners all the way.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's
going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle, though.
So
sure.
I think it's Brock Purdy versus Taylor Swift, pretty much the whole thing. So, but I knew she was trouble when she walked in. So, anyway. Well, hey, Jeff, thanks for being on the Radio Realtors. We appreciate it. If you guys want to get a hold of Jeff, you want to get a hold of us, you want to get your Super Bowl game plan going, give us a call at 833-32-RADIO. We're going to pair you up with Jeff so that you can find out exactly where you are in the process of maybe being a part of that California Dream for All program or a Cal HFA program. There are so many programs out there, and we are literally talking to people almost every single day about their options. So give us a call, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, or you can live chat with us 24/7 at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com. Thanks again, Jeff, for being on the Radio Realtors.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
All right, make it a great week, everybody.
I throw, you catch. It's not that hard, okay?
Do you know what that sound is? That's your wake-up call. Instead of just dreaming about buying a home, it's time to start living the dream. And Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage is ready to help you. Jeff has access to the brand new Dream for All Shared Appreciation Loan. The Dream for All is a down payment assistance program for first-time buyers. It offers a loan of 20% of the purchase price of the home you're wanting to buy. Then once you refinance or sell the home, you would pay back that original loan plus 20% of any appreciation. This is a great option for home buyers right now because with this loan, you won't have private mortgage insurance, you can begin building equity right away, and you don't have to save for a big down payment. Funds are limited for this program, so answer your wake-up call. Call Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage at 916-765-2900 or apply online at jeffcompton.com. That's jeffcompton.com. NMLS ID number 298997.
Thank you for calling Jeff Compton's office. It's a great day to buy a home. How can we help you?
Hi, this is Brandon Tatum, host of the Officer Tatum Show. As a former police officer, I know the importance of trusting the people that you work with. And that's why if you're planning on selling your home in Northern California, you want realtors who got your back. Call my friends Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall from the Radio Realtors and eXp Realty. Check this out. Kat and Carl had to sell their home in Roseville and move to Ohio for work. They needed their home sold quickly to buy their next home. And because Rob and Frank spend thousands of dollars on marketing each month, they have a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob and Frank sold Kat and Carl's home in Roseville for $20,000 over list price. Plus, they referred them to an agent in Ohio through their nationwide network of realtors and helped them get a great deal on a home there too. Don't wait. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob and Frank, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. DRE number 0140-6275.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors. And have you ever wondered why we always have to learn things the hard way? Well, I had this happen to me with carpet cleaning. And did you know that many carpet cleaning companies, they only clean the top 20 to 25% of your carpet, and it looks good from the top, but when your carpet starts filling up with dirt, oil, dust, it doesn't take long for that carpet to start looking dirty again. And this happened to me several times until I hired Zero Res. You see, Zero Res's cleaning goes all the way through the fibers and with no dirt attracting residues, so your carpet stays clean longer. Once you understand the Zero Res difference, you're going to be like me and exclusively use Zero Res for all your carpet, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rug, and upholstery cleaning. Right now, you can get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $139. Call Zero Res right now at 916-245-2992. That's 916-245-2992. Or go book online at ZeroResSacramento.com and tell them you want the KTKZ special. Don't wait. Spell it forward or backward. It spells the same. Zero Res.
If you feel like you've been priced out of the greater Sacramento housing market, I have some great news for you. There's a new home community that's a reasonable drive from Lincoln, Roseville, North Natomas, and downtown Sacramento. It offers brand new 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom solar-owned homes that start in the high $300,000 range. They have granite countertops, LVP flooring, spacious lots, and they're close to nice amenities such as shopping, restaurants, and parks. Find out more. Call the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty right now at 833-32-RADIO. We can get you exclusive access, a private tour, and special buyer incentives. We can also help you reserve your new home with just a small deposit. And get this, FHA, VA, first-time buyers, and even investors are welcome. Call us now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, 833-32-RADIO. DRE number 0140-6275.